Hi, people's Killer J here once again.
Once again, this is Infamously Trigger.
Today review.
Guilty Gear.
Yes.
From the PSP.
From the PSP, plus with the Guilty Gear fighting game there. That came along with the bundle. It was 2 games for 1.
Yeah.
So this one is not a bad beam up, and I'll show you some of the music there. Showcase some of the music there. I don't know if I can. I'll try. I'll try to showcase some of the music there. Only play it for like a couple seconds there.
And also the controls based on the fighting game. The moveset.
Yeah. There, you just heard some music there just for a few seconds there.
Yeah, of course, a rock and metal soundtrack.
Rock and metal soundtrack, my favorite.
Yeah.
And this is the RMG Relaunch episode, by the way. Funny thing, me and Infamous reviewed 2 PSP games so far. This is our second PSP game reviewed this season. First was the Fur Birthday, now it's this one.
Yeah. You should check that out.
Yeah, check out the Fur Birthday when it comes out there. Might come out sooner than later. I know Chili Con Carnage might come out sooner than later. So anyway, back to Guilty Gear Judgment. The beat-up gameplay is pretty good. You can unlock characters by playing the story and progressing and being the story mode. Hold on. The gameplay is good in the sense that it is a beat 'em up. I like them to make a sequel to this game, but I don't know if they could now. But back then it was a pretty cool idea, Guilty Gear as a 2D beat 'em up.
Also pretty underrated too.
Pretty underrated for the PSP. I know X-Play back in the day didn't like this game, but that was X-Play back in the day there. But now look at them now. Not even relevant. But back to Guilty Gear. Guilty Gear's gameplay is cool. The 2D graphics look good in this game. They're very well polished. You can tell what the characters are for the PSP, and they still look really good for PSP quality. And I think it's one of the better beat-ups on the PSP, along with Ghost Rider. I know there was not that many beat-ups on the PSP, but this one was pretty good for what it was. It stood out. It was Guilty Gear with a heavy metal soundtrack known as Guilty Gear. Yeah, they stood out too there. So what do you have to say?
It's a pretty good game. Yeah. Sometimes enemies are tough sometimes.
Yeah, they are tough in this game.
And of course, the controls are based on the fighting game moveset.
Yep.
It's not like Streets of Rage or Final Fight type.
Yeah. But this is a fighting game made into a 2D beam up.
Yeah, 2D game.
So it's unique.
I also had some. I think there's some boss out there.
Yeah, there's bosses in this game. They're tough to fight.
Yeah, they're tough.
But I like the combat in this game. I like the soundtrack. I plays the female there with the guitar.
If that's Eno.
Yeah, she's pretty good in this game. I don't want to play as her there. I bet it's different stages for each character too. Or it's the default first stage, but overall, Guilty Gear Judgment, pretty fun, S tier game. Yeah. It's a good thing I'm reviewing this game again. And the sex jokes will commence there, if there is any sex jokes to be made.
Oh yeah.
Always have to be a sex joke. We're showing our titties there.
Eno's ass. His ass.
Those nice tits there. Nice.
It's the Novara.
There's some titties there. Look good in your mouth. Suck on those milk duds. Alright, let's go back to Guilty Gear.
Yeah, let's go back.
So, the stages are pretty good in this game. Very good stages. Very good stages once again. Overall, I like this game for what it is, for what it stands out to. I haven't reviewed in a while. I'm kind of like, not as much as myself in this review, but I'm gonna get back to old school. Gonna get back to old school Killer J there. It's gonna take a while there, but I'm back. I'm back from this. Back from the. Oh shit. So it's good in the sense that Guilty Gear is really fun there. What do you have to say about it?
It's pretty fun. Yeah, I said 4 is pretty fun game. Tough game. Boss.
Tough bosses, tough enemies.
Yeah, tough enemies.
You get health too in this game by eating food.
Yeah, also you could use special attacks.
Yeah, I think I should use special attacks here. Because the enemies are freaking OP as shit.
Yeah, but my personal favorite was Soul Bad Guy.
Oh, he's pretty good. Got the Zord there.
Yeah, like his Dragon Install.
Nice.
Form.
Pretty cool. I like her because she plays the guitar. She reminds you of a rocker chick, her.
Yeah.
Go ahead. See what I say about Soul Bad Guy?
Bad Guy. Yeah, I know they're similar with Dante. I mean the Dragon Install, like a Devil Trigger.
Oh yeah. That's very cool. Guilty Gear is underrated series.
Yeah. Who Eno's weapon was electric guitar.
Yeah. Heavy metal.
Yeah, which.
Crazy game. So this game is overall pretty good. For the PlayStation Portable, it's one of the better games out there. I like the PlayStation Portable's library of games, and I think this is one of the better ones. This is another good game to add to the library. And plus, you get a fighting game on top of this game too. So you have a fighting game and a 2D beat 'em up. So you get 2 games for the price of 1. You get the other Guilty Gear game that's a fighting game, which is pretty cool. And I don't mind the PSP's library because I grew up on playing the PSP, like Mortal Kombat Unchained, and a whole bunch of them there. The Nintendo Arcade Treasures Extended Play, which have Mortal Kombat 1 on it. Mortal Kombat 1, the arcade version. So, I think the alarm clock went off. There. That stage is pretty cool. So me and us are back. Gameplay is amazing, sound audio is good, storyline is, pretty decent there. The enemies are pretty cool too, all pretty cool monsters, and they're bats.
Yeah, bats.
Monsters, all kinds of enemies there.
Humanoid dragons.
Yeah, dragon enemies. All unique. I like Guilty Gear's, this game's soundtrack. It's the best soundtrack.
Yeah.
It's actually memorable too there. I find myself jamming out to the soundtrack of this game there.
Pretty kick ass.
Yeah. Just like Metal Hellsinger, I found another game with a soundtrack I jammed out to with pretty good soundtrack. That's what games are supposed to have, is good soundtrack, good memorable music there. That's the point of playing games. You're into the game. Music's getting you pumped for combat. You're enjoying yourself, having fun. That's the point of video games, to have fun with the games you're playing. If you're not having fun with a game, it's a certain games are not fun because of pushing messages that shouldn't be pushed in there, and they have a bad music score. It's some bad garbage. It's not really a game, more or less. You're playing it just to play it there. But the thing is, the games are supposed to be fun too. Depends if the game has a good soundtrack or a good ambient horror soundtrack. It depends on the game. But if the game is, the gameplay should matter the most in these games. But Guilty Gear is always known for the heavy metal stuff in it.
Yeah, like Blaze Blue, it's not heavy metal.
Guilty Gear is known since the PlayStation 1 days.
Yeah, PlayStation. The first game.
The first game that's on Nintendo Switch right away. And on PlayStation 4 too.
Yeah.
Pretty good stuff. Alright, so what do you have to say? Still there?
Yeah, I'm still there.
Did you like the gameplay of this game?
Yeah, I like the gameplay. Yeah, I know. I still enjoy it. Yeah, even though it's a tough game, tough beating up. I mean, the boss kind of annoying.
Bosses are annoying in this game.
Yeah, but at least if you know the pattern and also the movements, your main fighter, you can apply to this gameplay too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's some shields.
No, those things in the top, on top of your health bar are your actual reviving points to actually give you a chance to spawn back into the game there when you lose all your health.
Yeah, there's a soul. There continue.
Souls that continue. Stage
reminds me of Tekken 3 beat 'em up, the mini game.
Oh yeah, reminds me of Tekken. Oh yeah, the Tekken mini games.
Tekken 3.
Nice.
See that mini game, the beat 'em up?
Yeah. That's pretty cool. I think here I fought the boss and I lost there because he was too OP as shit.
Hey, it reminds me of
Hellraiser.
Hellraiser. Yeah, part 3, right?
Yeah, part 3 with the painted box there. When Pineda was encased in that thing there. Pretty crazy game overall. So, what would you rate Guilty Gear Judgment out of 10?
Oh yeah. I think I'm not being biased. I give it 8 out of 10.
I'll give you out 10 as well. It's pretty good little title there for the PSP. If you want a little time sink game, this is well worth it there. Alright, Killer J here.
Infamous Little Trigger here.
Peace out.
Peace out. See ya.
See ya.